guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing good. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and leave me a comment. I have never made a moss wreath before, but I know they're popular and I really like the way they look, so I just had to try one. This moss wreath is from Craft Outlet. I ordered it online. It is the 10-inch wreath and it was $3.95. They also have several different sizes. They have smaller wreaths and larger wreaths. You can screenshot the barcode if you would like. So you're going to need one moss wreath. You're going to need some floral picks, and my 3 floral picks all came from Dollar Tree. I did not use the hydrangeas, but I used the other 2, plus I used this pumpkin pick from Hobby Lobby. This wreath is so simple to make and comes together really quickly. You will also need some ribbon, and this is 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire. I picked it up last Christmas at Sam's Club. First, you're going to want to take your pumpkin pick and you'll want to take a zip tie and zip tie your pick onto your moss wreath. Just make sure you get the zip tie nice and tight and then trim off the extra part of the zip tie. So you're halfway finished now. Now I decided to tie a bow because I wanted to make sure and get the bow the right size, and this is not one of my better bows, but that's okay. So just remember, let out a tail, make a loop, keep it pinched tightly in your left hand, go the other side, try to make a loop the same size as your first loop, go back to the other side, make another loop the same size as your first loop, and then keep it pinched tightly in your hand, go back to the other side and make another loop, then let out a tail, and you'll want to have some floral wire close by, and I am just using 20 gauge floral wire. For some reason I had one loop kind of twisted wrong, but that's okay because the way the bow is kind of squeezed in between the flowers, it doesn't really show that it's not perfect. So don't stress over your bow because it will camouflage it between the flowers. Just make sure you get your wire nice and tight around your ribbon. Then you're ready to dovetail the ends. Fold your ribbon in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. It just kind of dresses up your bow. You could just do a slant or knife cut if you prefer, and then you're ready to fluff the loops on your bow. And like I said, I had trouble getting it shaped just like I wanted, but that's okay because it's squeezed in between the flowers. I have lots of bow tutorials on my YouTube channel, so if you want a loopy bow or a funky bow or some other kind of bow, let me know and I will link a different bow tutorial for you. Once you have the bow shaped like you want, you're just going to take the wires that are on the bow and you're going to place it next to your pumpkin pick. You're just going to wrap those wires around the moss wreath, go to the back of the wreath, give those wires a few twists, and then cut off the extra part of the wires and fold them down. So it looks pretty with just a bow and a pumpkin pick. You could do a pumpkin pick on the left and on the right, and then your bow in the center, and that would look gorgeous too, and so simple. I looked and I didn't have 2 of the same pumpkin picks, so I decided to use some of my Dollar Tree fall floral picks, and I just took the flowers and I cut them into shorter pieces. Now it doesn't take very many of them. I think I ended up using 3 of these flowers or 3 of these pieces, and then like 2 of the other. I just added some hot glue on the stem, then lifted up the bow, slid it under, and then I held it for just a little while to let the hot glue dry. Just be very careful when you're using your hot glue, and so I did, I think, 3 picks this way, and I just held them for a little while so that it would have time to dry. And like I said, the stems are kind of camouflaged behind the bow. And then I took the hot bush, I think that's what it's called, and I just cut a couple pieces of it, and I just love the color of it, and I did the same thing. I just added a little hot glue to the stem, and then I just placed them where I wanted them and held them for a little while. And then that's it, guys. Very simple. I forgot to mention that I am using Gorilla Glue hot glue sticks and Gorilla Glue hot glue gun. I really like using Gorilla Glue. It usually holds perfect. Okay guys, so this is the way it looks with the flowers on the bottom. Now you can change it up. You could do flowers on the left side or flowers on the right side, or just do flowers on the top or the bottom. And I think Craft Outlet also has these moss wreaths, moss wreaths in a square shape too. I am just adding a strip of ribbon to hang it up. So I just cut a strip of ribbon, kind of folded the ends down, then hot glued them together, and that's hot glue right there. It hasn't dried yet. Then I just made a simple bow by just tying a knot in a strip of ribbon, and then I just hot glued it on, and then I just used a piece of twine to kind of gather it and make it tight, and then I used that piece of twine to hang it up. And this is the way it looks hanging on my dining room wall. It's kind of cloudy this afternoon, but I wanted to go outside so that you could see the colors better. So I hung it on my front door. So this is the way it looks, but this moss wreath, I really think it should be kept indoors and not outside. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and leave me a comment. Thank you all that always write me such sweet and positive comments. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I could not sleep last night, so I got up probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I decided I needed to hot glue some fall leaves onto the left side. And so I added about 3 leaves on the left, then 1 on the right. Then I decided to add a glitter acorn and a pine cone. So you'll have to let me know which way you like it better. Do you like it better with the fall leaves? I think it just looks a little more balanced now.